Alan Greenspan, Federal Reserve Chairman who shaped modern economics, dies at 100. Washington, D.C., June 23, 2026. Alan Greenspan, the influential economist whose leadership of the United States Federal Reserve helped shape global financial markets for nearly 2 decades, has died at the age of 100. Revered by many as one of the most important economic policymakers of the modern era and criticized by others for policies that contributed to financial instability, Greenspan leaves behind a legacy that remains both remarkable and controversial. Greenspan served as chairman of the Federal Reserve, commonly known as the Fed, from August 1987 until January 2006. During his tenure, he became one of the most recognizable figures in global finance, overseeing monetary policy through periods of economic prosperity, market turbulence, technological transformation, and international uncertainty. His death marks the end of an era for American economic leadership. Few policymakers have wielded as much influence over the direction of the world's largest economy, and even fewer have inspired such intense debate about the role of government, markets, and central banking. A career that spanned decades. Born on March 6, 1926, in New York City, Alan Greenspan developed an early interest in mathematics, economics, and financial markets. After studying economics, he established himself as a respected economic consultant and analyst. His expertise eventually led him into public service, where he advised political leaders and gained a reputation for his detailed understanding of economic trends. In 1987, President Ronald Reagan appointed Greenspan as chairman of the Federal Reserve. Just weeks after taking office, he faced one of the biggest tests of his career when global stock markets crashed on Black Monday, causing widespread panic among investors. Greenspan responded quickly by reassuring markets and providing liquidity to financial institutions. His actions were widely credited with helping prevent a deeper economic crisis and established his reputation as a calm and capable leader during times of uncertainty. The maestro of the economy. Throughout the 1990s, Greenspan presided over a period of strong economic growth, low inflation, and rising employment. The United States experienced one of the longest economic expansions in its history, fueled in part by advances in technology and increased productivity. As financial markets flourished, Greenspan became a respected figure among investors, business leaders, and politicians. His public statements were scrutinized worldwide because even minor comments could influence stock prices, bond markets, and currencies. The media often refer to him as the maestro, a title that reflected his perceived ability to guide the economy through changing conditions. His testimony before Congress became must-watch events for economists and financial analysts. Despite his growing fame, Greenspan was known for speaking in highly technical and often ambiguous language. This communication style became legendary and was jokingly referred to as Fed speak, a method of speaking that revealed little while maintaining confidence in the central bank's policies. Guiding the nation through crisis. Greenspan's leadership extended beyond periods of prosperity. During his tenure, the United States faced numerous challenges, including the Asian financial crisis of 1997, the Russian financial crisis of 1998, the collapse of major hedge fund long-term capital management, and the bursting of the dot-com bubble in the early 2000s. He also played a central role in stabilizing financial markets after the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001. The Federal Reserve quickly lowered interest rates and ensured that financial institutions had access to funds, helping prevent economic disruption during a period of national tragedy. Supporters praised Greenspan's ability to act decisively and maintain confidence during moments of uncertainty. Many economists believe his policies helped soften the impact of several potential economic downturns. Criticism and the financial crisis. Although Greenspan retired in 2006, criticism of his policies intensified after the global financial crisis of 2008. Many analysts argued that years of low interest rates and support for financial deregulation contributed to excessive risk-taking in the banking sector and the rapid growth of the housing market bubble. Critics claimed that regulators failed to adequately oversee increasingly complex financial products and lending practices. When housing prices collapsed, financial institutions around the world suffered massive losses, leading to one of the worst economic crises since the Great Depression. Greenspan himself later acknowledged that he had placed too much trust in financial institutions' ability to regulate their own behavior. During congressional testimony, he admitted that flaws existed in the assumptions that had guided parts of his economic philosophy. Those comments became one of the defining moments of his later years and fueled ongoing debates about the effectiveness of free market policies. A complex legacy. Historians and economists remain divided on Greenspan's overall impact. Admirers view him as a brilliant strategist who helped deliver economic growth, low inflation, and financial stability during a transformative period in American history. Critics argue that his faith in markets and limited regulation contributed to systemic vulnerabilities that later harmed millions of people. Regardless of perspective, few dispute his influence. Decisions made under his leadership affected businesses, workers, governments, and investors across the globe. His policies shaped discussions about central banking that continue today. Remembering a financial giant. After leaving the Federal Reserve, Greenspan remained active as an author, consultant, and commentator. He continued to speak on issues such as inflation, government debt, economic growth, and monetary policy. World leaders, economists, and financial institutions have paid tribute to his contributions, recognizing his role in steering the global economy through periods of extraordinary change. Alan Greenspan's century-long life mirrored many of the defining economic events of the modern world. From post-war growth to globalization, from technological revolutions to financial crises, he stood at the center of decisions that influenced generations. As the world reflects on his passing, his legacy remains a subject of study, admiration, and debate.